Hey guys, we're gonna do some makeup today. Get ready with me. Grab yourself a drinky poo, whether it be Hold on. Sorry, my husband is messaging me, and you know what? He comes first. So, anyways, grab yourself a drinky poo, whether it be a coffee, a water, an alcoholic beverage. I've got some Ignite from Mountain Ops. It's amazeballs. You know what? I'm going to link it in the description box down below. Hopefully I do not forget. But if I do and you are interested in it, just leave a comment and be like, hey, link it. Okay? And I will get on it. Because, Lord, your brakes are squeaky. Because this stuff is tits. Okay? It's good. Also, I want to point out something just in case you can see this. Okay. This is a clay sculpture that my child has sculpted for me, my son. And yes, I know it looks like male genitalia. It's not. I'm pretty sure he said it was a dragon. So. But since I'm showcasing his, it wouldn't be fair to not showcase. So my daughter is really into clay sculptures right now. Look at this little cactus she made me with the little flower on the head. Is that not precious? Love it. She also made me this lion. I told her I wanted a lion, but I wanted flowers on the mane. So she made me this. Is this not precious? I love her. She is the best. And she also made this little moon that's hanging up here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can. Look at me ducking down like that would change the perspective in the viewfinder. Good Lord have mercy. But yeah, let's do some heckin' makeup, guys. Let's do some heckin' makeup. Now my hands smell like clay. Okay, do as I say, not as I do. Don't touch a bunch of clay that your children with their dirty little grubby kid hands have molded and then rub on your face. But, you know, your girl cannot be bothered to go wash her hands. Just can't be bothered with that. So, how is everyone? How are you? Things have been a little wild over here. First, I want to say I did take a break 1 week from my Tuesday and Thursday videos just because I honestly just needed to not have to worry about that. I did do the Monday and Friday videos and stuff, but I just your girl needed a break to chill. So I don't even remember what night it was. It was maybe a week ago. I was relaxing in a bubble bath. I was like, oh, I'm going to do some self-care. Relax in a bubble bath, chill, all that good stuff. I'm in there. I got my podcast going, all of that. And I hear Max crying, like screaming. And when you're a mom, you just know, what the difference between each little cry is. It doesn't matter if they're 5 months old or 50, you just know when you're a parent. So I knew it was something serious, but he falls and hurts himself all the time, and he can be a bit of a mama's boy, and sometimes I think he takes advantage of that. And so, he might hurt himself and then he'll cry a little bit, get some extra cuddles and loves from his mom, and, he's good. Well, I'm in the bubble bath, so I didn't jump out because I was like, he's probably fine. It's probably nothing. So I'm like, hey, Maxie, come here, bud. Come here. Let me see what's wrong. So he comes in the bathroom, and y'all, this child is just like blood is gushing from his mouth. and I don't do blood, all right? I originally was going to be a nurse. I took my first class that involved like actual, you know, nurse things, actual like medical things. And instantly upon seeing a couple of slideshows was like, this ain't for me, dog. This isn't what God called me to do. Your girl's out. And I quit. I dropped that class immediately. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. Blood just makes me queasy, especially when it's my own or somebody's that I am like close to. So I am trying not to pass out. I immediately I'm like, all right, you gotta go over to the sink and you got to start swishing water. Just start swishing water. Just go. Swish anything. Just swish water and spit it out, because I knew if he was swallowing all that blood, it was going to make him sick. I'm sorry I'm stuffy. I think I'm coming down with like a cold or something. I'm not really sure. But I was like, all right, swish water, and I'm drying off as quickly as I can, and I'm trying to think. I'm like, all right, what's going on? So I look at it and I realize quickly, which I kind of already had this idea, I realized really quick that he has almost bitten completely through his lip. So much so that on the outside there are two little teeth marks, okay, where his lip from the inside, because let me tell you what he did. He fell on the stairs coming up the stairs. He fell, he hit his chin, and when he bopped his chin on the stair, it caused his two front teeth to bite into his bottom lip. And so obviously his two front, oh God, like something in my eyeball. Anyways, so he had two little dashes right here on the outside of his mouth where his teeth from the inside and the pressure caused like carpet burn on his skin on the outside. And then he instantly had his chin was swollen right here. And he had like a little carpet burn on his chin down here. And his lip is just bleeding. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And I'm thinking in my head, like, do I need to take him to the emergency room? Is this something that needs stitches? You know, I have no idea. I've been quite lucky, and my children haven't really, we have had to take each of them to the emergency room. But for the most part, we have been very, very blessed, and we haven't had like any major accidents that, you know, involve stitches or anything like that. So I'm like, I have no idea what to do in this situation. And, you know, I'm trying not to panic because I don't want him to freak out. And so instantly I take a picture and I send it to my mom, and I'm like, hey, do you think this needs stitches? Like, should I be going to the emergency room right now? Give me your opinion, please. Because I didn't know what to do. I you know, the frantic anxiety part of me go straight to the emergency room. But the logical part of me was like, all right, you've gotten it to stop bleeding pretty easily. Like, let's assess the situation and see what's up before you just go barreling to the emergency room. And of course, it's like 9 p.m., so it's late. And I want to say it was a Friday or a Saturday night, which, you know, if you work in an ER, you already know. That's the craziest time. I'm pretty sure it's like all the crazies come out at those times. So I got it to stop bleeding fairly easily. And I will insert a picture for you guys. The picture, it's not actively bleeding, so, you know, don't freak out. But anyways, so I got it to stop bleeding, and my brain instantly went towards, all right, when I had my wisdom teeth cut out, you know, they were like, gargle salt water, so let me get some warm salt water, let's gargle that. So we did that. I had him gargling just like regular, like room temp water, because I just wanted to get it to stop bleeding and make sure it was clean, because, you know, mouths are gross. You don't really realize that, but your mouth is very gross. It just, I mean, there's lots of germs in there. So did that, and I also have this mouthwash that is for like ulcers, canker sores, which aren't those the same thing? I don't want that. Canker sores, ulcers, just abrasions in your mouth and stuff like that. It is by Oral-B, and it's safe for kids and all that stuff. I mean, obviously, if your child knows how to use mouthwash, if your kid's someone that like swallows mouthwash still, don't use it, but it is great. And I'm someone that gets ulcers very, very easily. I can barely bump my lip, and then I've got like a huge ulcer in my mouth. And Max is the same way. So he's swished this mouthwash many, many, many times. So I get that out, and I was asking him, like, is it burning? Is it hurting? And he was like, no, it's not burning when I swish. So I was like, okay, well, let's give you some ibuprofen. Let's put an ice pack on your mouth and just have you chill. And we're just going to take it minute by minute, which, needless to say, we never ended up in the emergency room. His teeth are fine. Everything's fine. Like, he didn't knock out a tooth or loosen a tooth or anything like that. Just, you know, almost bit through his lip, which I'm so thankful that God stopped it right at the perfect moment, because if he had bitten completely through, we would have needed stitches, obviously. And I mean, I'm sure if I had taken him to the ER, there's a good possibility they would have done stitches, but I just honestly don't know if I could have handled that. I mean, it's hard to see your kid in pain in general. Also, I've been seeing lots of tutorials where girls are putting blush on their forehead, like hardcore, so we're going to do it today. But anywho, he is healing up quite nicely. We're still keeping it clean. We're still swishing all the things and all that stuff. It is hard to brush his bottom teeth because it's still, the swelling in his chin just now went down. Yesterday it like pretty much disappeared, which is good. So I'm hoping that means everything is completely on the mend. But you know, that was a long explanation for why I needed a break it wasn't, when this video goes up, it won't be last week, it'll be 2 weeks ago. Which I don't know that anybody even noticed that I didn't post a Tuesday and Thursday video, but you know, it is what it is. In my head, people care. Oh, so been dealing with that. Obviously, we're getting ready for school to start. If you are a parent and you have a kid that's in school still, you already know it's craziness getting school supplies and backpacks and uniforms if your kid's in a uniform, and back to school clothes if they're not in uniforms, back to school shoes and all that stuff. We are good except for I need to buy another box of tissues. They both need 2 boxes. Schools, can you just ask for 4 boxes each? I know you're not trying to sound greedy or anything, but the thing is they don't come in 2 packs, and it's much easier for me to just buy a pack where they're all like wrapped together so my kid isn't juggling 2 boxes of tissues. So just ask for 4. But anyways, I had bought 2 packs of 4 boxes of tissues, 1 for each kid's class, and we needed tissue, so I opened one of them. So now I need to go buy another box of tissues, or another pack of tissues. And Max needs a single container of Play-Doh. Can you buy single containers? And if you can, where? everything. I'm so sorry for sniffling. I know it sounds gross. I'm so sorry. I have no idea where to buy one single container of Play-Doh. And I don't want to buy in a giant box. Play-Doh is the devil. No, I mean, Max is pretty responsible with Play-Doh, but it still makes a mess. I don't care what he does. Like, it's still going to make a mess. So, my thing is where do I get a single tub of Play-Doh? I have no idea. And you know, normally, schools turn in their supply list to the stores, I'm assuming. And it seems like, for the most part, they like put out the supplies the surrounding schools are, you know, saying that they need. So it's easy for you because this is the first year I've seen that the kindergartners needed a watercolor palette. And so watercolor palettes were all in the school supplies, which I never have noticed before. Maybe they've always been there. I have no idea. But anywho, so I found that no problem, which I figured that was going to be the hard thing, but I can't find a single tub of Play-Doh. But I'm going to go look through the Play-Doh that we currently have and see if we have any unopened tubs, because there's a good chance we do. They have so much Play-Doh, my kiddos, and a lot of times, well, actually, no, all the time when Max does play Play-Doh, we only let him get, like, he gets to pick like 3 colors, and those are the 3 that we open. And we don't have like free reign to all the Play-Doh colors. He gets like 2 or 3, and that's it. So how has everybody been doing? Like, right now, life is crazy. Everything is really, really expensive. I'm curious to know, like, where you're at. What are the prices like? Prices for gas. Also, I know that most people, like, you have like a system. You buy pretty much the same stuff. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you get paid or it's been 2 weeks or whatever and it's time for a restock on certain things, you go to the store and you pretty much have an idea of how much it's going to cost you. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally, a normal trip to the grocery store for my family, getting groceries, getting stuff to cook, snacks, and mind you, me and my kids, I'm not even gonna lie, we are extra, we are bougie when it comes to snacks and stuff. Like, we're extra, okay? Would be, I would say, an average trip to get groceries would be like $250. Now, mind you, my husband is deployed right now, so I'm not having to buy groceries like for him because he's not home. I went to the store the other day to get groceries for me and my children, and of course there's other things thrown in there. Like, I think we all do this. Like, we're going through the store and we see like a new chip that looks interesting, or a new cookie, or you want like this special ice cream for a little treat or something. You throw that in. Normally, I would say $20-30 of extra crap. You know? It's almost $500. Where? Why? How? It's sad when, and this is why, y'all, I am not here to body shame not a soul, and I'm not gonna, but what I'm saying is y'all want to know why Americans as a whole are so much more like obese compared to other countries. It's cheaper to go through a drive-through now than it is to cook at your own house. Like, that's just the truth. So that's sad, to be honest, but I'm just curious, like, what does it look like where you're at? Because obviously I see people posting about gas prices and stuff like that in different areas, and it's ridiculous. I think we're paying like $4 a gallon here in Colorado Springs. I don't know about other places in Colorado, but I'm just curious, like, what's your grocery bill running? And I just feel awful for people who were already feeling really, really stressed financially and stuff. Because a $400 food bill, that's absolutely ridiculous. And you know what, I'm not going to get started. I'm just going to say this. We are quick as a country to send funds to all these other countries. We don't want to take care of our own first. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say on that. Because I don't want to get into a political debate, but anywho, what else is going on? Are you ready for fall? Are you ready for it to cool off? I personally am not completely ready for fall yet. Mainly because I feel like we haven't even gotten to enjoy summer fully here. It took forever for it to actually get warm here in Colorado Springs, and like warm enough to be able to go outside and like play in the water and stuff like that. And now it's been raining like every single day, and I'm talking about like hard rains, which I'm not going to complain because, you know, the rain is good, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's the same sort of rain systems that have flooded other parts of the country, which is absolutely crazy. I honestly think that's all I'm going to do to my eyes. I don't want to go crazy. Also, I really wanted to just like do a really nice brown smoky type wing, but I don't know what to use. I'm going to see if I can use some of this LA Girl Pro Concealer. I have it in, I think this is Toast. Yeah, this is Toast. And an angled brush. And I'm going to see if I can. I'm still wearing a pair of boxers that I slept in last night. So I just wiped my angled brush on those. It's real life, guys. I'm going to see if I can use this. And then set it. Oh, I got too much. And then set it with a brown shadow. And see how that goes. Does this have a good brown shadow? Oh, also, I tried to link this in another Get Ready With Me. It's not. I can't find it. So, it's the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl palette. It's really, really pretty, but, I mean, most of their palettes look the same. Okay, so here is the first wing. I mean, it worked pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I don't know the longevity of it, though. I don't know how well this is going to stay. If you have a recommendation for a really nice brown eyeliner, preferably like a felt tip, let a girl know. Okay, so here's what I came up with. I legit just used an angle brush. This is an e.l.f. one. It's not the most precise, but the cool thing is since it's a concealer and an eyeshadow, you can take like your fingernail and just do like this, and it really like sharpens up that tip of your wing, which is great. And then I just used a dark brown eyeshadow to set it. And voila, it looks good to me. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at all. I'm pretty surprised, to be honest. I was afraid it was gonna look terrible, but it's actually pretty cute. So now we're just gonna coat with mascara, and honestly, hands down, this is my favorite mascara. It's the Benefit Roller Lash. It is pricey. I don't know if the price has recently gone up, but I saw the other day that a tube of this is $27. Is that what it was before? I'm just curious. I haven't bought any in a minute. This one, I need a new one. But $27 for a tube of mascara is fucking ridiculous. So I'm just curious. Do you have any actual dupes for the Benefit Roller Lash? And I want the same wand that the Roller Lash has, because that's what I like so much. But not any of those stupid ones that are like weird and spiky and shaped weird. No. Like, I want it to be like the Roller Lash wand, because that is what is like part of what makes this mascara so awesome, is the wand. Because it really separates and combs through your lashes. And for a girl that is not blessed in the lash department, I need all the help I can get. But look at those. This mascara can't take all the credit. It's also partially due to the, what's it called? Oh, I'm having a brain fart. I don't want to wear these. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. What's it called? The eyelash serum I use. I don't want to use these either. What is this? Y'all, I can't for the life of me think of what the damn eyelash serum's called. I have an entire video on it. I will put it up here. I can't remember what it's called. This is going to drive me nuts, but not so much so that I'm going to get up and go in my bathroom and see what the tube says. Oh my gosh. It's not the dime one. I'll link it up here. I'll also link it down below, because obviously it will come to me as soon as I'm done filming this and I'll have an aha moment. But that eyelash serum, I've talked about it before. This is going to bug the shit out of me. I may have to go look. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But that eyelash serum, titties. So good. I have never even opened this. I have a lip liner in here I've never opened. Y'all, I've been seeing where the in thing is using like such a dark lip liner and then filling in your lips really light. I don't know that that's my journey, to be honest. I don't know. I'm just a new look kind of girl. I'm going to finish my lashes and my lip, and I'm going to be right back because I can't talk while I do this. So, BRB. Okay, guys, we are back. Lashes on, brows finished, lips done, everything done. Yeah, so I will say while I was off camera, I did add some Milani bronzer. It's like the shimmery type bronzer or whatever. So I did add some of that to really bronze it up because I noticed that my neck was looking and my hands were looking a little bit darker than my face. Anywho, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for, sticking around if you made it this far. Thanks for joining me on my get ready with me's and my chattiness and just, talking and getting ready and all that good stuff. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you next time. Bye.